Hey guys, good morning. I'm really glad I get to be here with you. I wasn't able to yesterday. We had a lot going on. But today I want to kind of share something with you, okay? So, my mother-in-law, she lives with us, and she has dementia. And it's slowly working its way in, and it's kind of hard because I don't really know her as a person or her personality from what very little I did know of, because I met her a few times here and there. I know her as one way, and then living with her, whenever you live with somebody else, it completely changes the rhythm of life in the house and in your own life, you know, and it does for the other person too. And man, we've had our moments. We have this I don't want to say love-hate relationship, but it's like a love choke out relationship, you know. You just want to choke each other out sometimes, but it's really kind of honestly nice because I don't have a real strong relationship with my mom, so having Eric's mom live with us has really helped me to heal to a great extent, because of that piece of me was missing. And you know, God just blessed me with being able to have her come live with us. Sometimes it's rough. Sometimes she wants to try, and then other times she just doesn't want to try. She just gets really discouraged, you know. And honestly, my dad started to develop dementia from what my mom said, and the last few years of his life, I don't know, just living with my mom, my mother-in-law, I call her mom. It's brought back a lot of memories of my dad, because I remember what he went through. Not just with like that, the struggles, the cognitive struggles, but I remember just how sick he was and how discouraged he got. And it was hard watching it all over again. And then my mom has struggles, you know, and I worry about her because I care about her. I love her. So, I gotta dry these tears up. I can't. I sound so funny when I cry and I talk. I sound like I have a long gooseneck with a frog stuck in it. I get this lump in my throat. But there's this really cool Facebook group. It's not just Facebook group, it's an actual like group. It's called Molly's Movement. And Molly has a son named Joey. And Joey actually records his daily interaction with her. And Molly has dementia. And I think it's incredible, and it's so brave and courageous for him to do what he's doing. And then, you know, what he does is like he shares his daily routine with her and the conversations, and he makes videos. And I love this little guy right there, Molly's Movement. He's so cute. But I wanted to share with you guys. See, we as people, we either make mistakes, we make bad choices, or we make bad decisions. And it sticks with us, you know. Sometimes we feel guilty from it, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we suffer the consequences from it, and sometimes we don't. But something happened last night which really opened my eyes to how sometimes I handle things with Mom. When she gets discouraged or just kind of loses that motivation to try. Well, I have this book, Hope for the Caregiver. And this is the author right here. His name is Peter Rosenberger. I don't know. Oh, radio. Oh, he's the radio host and 30-year caregiver. I don't know if it's his daughter or his mom, but Gracie is who he takes care of. But last night, something happened, and I didn't react well to it. And I started talking to my husband, and then I stopped and I said, you know, why am I talking about this? There's no reason to talk about it. So I stopped, and I went and I got my book here, because I always want to try to fix whatever I do wrong. I always want to go back and be like, okay, here's what I can learn from it, and then apply it to my life, and then move on. So, chapter 9, it says what to do about things that can't be changed. It says here, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Understanding and accepting that a caregiver is powerless to make someone else happy or miserable is important to maintaining a healthy independence from the person receiving care. Their state may be awful, even pitiful, but it is still their state and their joy or lack thereof. We can be polite, caring, attentive, or upbeat, but they have to choose their own emotional and mental state. I've seen individuals in severe pain who exude joy and happiness, but I've also met people with minimal pain who exude misery. If your loved one is miserable, must you be? If your loved one is an amputee, must you be? If your loved one is in the wheelchair, must you be? Their pain is just that, their pain. We can hate it for them, it can break our hearts, but at the end of the day, however, we remain powerless to lift this burden from them. We can and must function as independent individuals regardless of how intertwined our lives are on the journey of suffering patient and caregiver. It's not easy, but it is possible. The key is detaching, but with love. Sometimes the weariness and frustration tempt us to detach with extreme prejudice. That's not detaching, that's severing. An amputation isn't required in order to detach. Rather, it's a simple unlocking. The key to unlocking is knowing the limits and boundaries. Life has a way of unfolding. Not as we will, but it will. And sometimes there is precious little we can do to change things. When events transpire that are beyond our control, we have a choice: learn the art of acceptance or make ourselves miserable as we struggle to change the unchangeable. We cannot cure, change, or control the terrible things that our loved ones endure. The only things we can do is control our own thoughts, our words, our deeds. And he has the Bible verse here. It says, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." John 8:32. And then it says, "You could write a song about some kind of emotional problem you're having, but it would not be a good song in my eyes until it went through a period of sensitivity to a moment of clarity. Without that moment of clarity to contribute to the song, it's just complaining." Joni Mitchell. And I realized that you gotta be delicate. Like, not everybody's like me. Not everybody can see. I'm really hard, really tough. I spit a lot of nails, but then I'm also very emotional, and I give up. I get distraught, and I break real easy under pressure with specific things. And I think what it is the fact that I know she's not going to be able to come back from this. And I want her to fight. But I can't make her fight for it. She has to fight. And she does. She does really well. She really does. There's some days where she just doesn't want to try. She does get discouraged, but she really does try. When she tries and she gets going, man, she is on fire, and I'm so proud of her. She's an incredible woman. She really is. I really love her. I really do. You know, when I got to see my dad before he passed away, I was able to go with it a lot easier than I think my brothers were. And I realized that sometimes we take people for granted and we don't even realize we're doing it. And that's one thing I never want to do. I never want to take my husband for granted, or my kids, or mom, or my mom, or brothers, acquaintances. I want to be real and authentic, a good person, and that's what I'm going to strive to do, and that's what I've been striving to do. And sometimes we need a little dose of something like this that sounds so much like something from AA to kind of like wake up and realize that, you know, like this. I had to write it down on my hand, and I got it out of that book. It says, one of the questions he had was, do you look at your hands? Do you see nail prints in them? So that was kind of like an eye-opener to me. No, I don't have nail prints in my hands. And then it's basically like saying, stop trying to be Superwoman, because you're not. You are human. You are finite. You're not infinite. You're not God. Everybody has to walk their own path. You can't walk it for them. And I think I was doing that. I was trying to walk it for her because I want her to get better. She's getting better physically. She is. I just don't want to let her go. But this is definitely worth the journey. Life, no matter what happens, what comes at you in life, it's worth the journey. I got Isaiah 41:10 stuck in my head. It says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, and I will help you, and I will uphold you with my victorious right hand." Selah. So just keep that with you guys, okay? Alright. Y'all be blessed, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.